Scott, thank you for joining us. That feels great, doesn't it? A win on the road. Can I get your reflection on the game?
Yeah, pleased, obviously. The win was the one thing that we really focused on coming here today. We spoke about it, and the away form is something that we've addressed and something that we wanted to put right. We've now kind of picked some really good points up now, and from having not a great home form, that result there turns it into half reasonable. So, away form, sorry. So, yeah, really pleased.
Yeah, not the easiest surface to play on, I suppose, for the style of football that you want to play. It's not necessarily what you want to be playing on week in, week out, but the lads seem to adapt quite well and, really get stuck in even in the first half.
Yeah, I think the referee, he didn't make the decision on his own. Me and Matthew Everton went over there and made the decision with him. And I was happy to play. We've come, we've prepared. Whilst it wasn't great, it may have been a gamble for me because I felt that it might have been a leveller for them. But I felt confident with the team that I'd picked and wanted to get the game on. So I said, look, as far as I'm concerned, I want to play the game. And then, the referee made the right decision in the end.
Yeah, we had to be patient. We had lots of possession in the first half before we scored the opening goal, and I suppose it came at the perfect time, didn't it, just before the break?
It did, and they'd had some chances, probably too many for my liking. I thought that even though we had kind of Will and Ben Gladwin in midfield and obviously three good centre-halves behind them, we still looked a little open for me, so it's something that I need to look at and address and improve on. However, it was a professional performance from the lads today. I think it's the fourth time that we've had Dion Conroy, Liam Kelly and Ben Gladwin on the pitch together, and it just goes to show when you have them experienced players on the pitch how kind of comprehensive a performance can be. All the four times that they've been on the pitch, we've won all four games.
Yeah, Will Wright in a slightly higher role than we've seen him this season today. What was the sort of thinking behind that? He played brilliantly. What made you think that was the plan?
Well, a couple of things really. First thing is that Liam Kelly playing higher up the pitch in a number 10 position, felt that he's got that much ability that he can unlock doors for us. And I just wanted to be really strong and structured in the middle of the pitch. Will's a really good footballer and obviously a defender as well, so he could do that pivotal role where he drops in to become a defender out of possession. Thought he did it brilliantly.
Yeah, and you said there, Liam Kelly obviously going higher, got the reward for that, scored a brilliant goal, had a few chances before that and had a massive impact all game. How pleasing is it that you've got these players that can be so versatile and do the jobs that you ask them to?
I think the pleasing thing for me is when you do the work on the training ground and you see them actions. We worked on a lot of Liam Kelly linking with Kellen Gordon down the right side and loads of stuff where we can get him behind them and down the side of them, and they did it brilliantly. And I thought that we were really effective, especially in that first half down the right hand side. But no, listen, the players were brilliant today. Really focused. He could feel it kind of Thursday onwards, the training ground Friday. Again, real focus on everything that we did. And then at the hotel today, you could tell that the players had the bit between their teeth and they were ready to play. That's why I wanted the game on.
Yeah, and obviously we capitalised on a great spell of possession in the second half to get the goal that turned out to be the winner with a, late Colchester sort of, it didn't matter in the end, did it? But, how important was it that the lads kept going and, found that second goal?
Yeah, very important. I think the second goal was key. It was key, so pleasing to get that. I'll take full responsibility for their goal. Nobody's fault but mine. A long ball down the pitch, but I actually shouted to Lawrence to see it through. I felt it had enough legs on it to get through to Luca, and it didn't. So I'll be paying the players clean sheet bonus this week. So totally my fault.
You mentioned before the game that Ben Gladwin had been having meetings with the lads about the away form. I'm sure he'll be on meetings again after that, won't he?
Yeah, of course, yeah. Listen, Ben's an integral part of what we're doing and brings many facets to being a captain, not just on the pitch, but the stuff that he does off the pitch and drives standards all the time, and it's important that we continue that.
And finally, a massive shout out to the 257 away fans today. They've travelled far and wide and, we've given them a reward of 3 points today.
Yeah, biggest thing for me was to get that 3 points, to send them down the road. They've travelled, I know it's only to Essex, but they've travelled and they always do, and they've come in good numbers today. I'm really pleased to send them down the road with 3 points.
Thank you, Scott.
Thank you.
Ben, thank you for joining us. That's a great feeling, isn't it, getting a win on the road finally. Can I get your reflection on the game first?
Yeah, good. I thought in periods we were really, really good, and in others maybe not bad, but just lost a little bit of control. I think maybe we could make it a little bit easier for ourselves than we did, but that's football. That's football away from home. You don't get it your own way all the time. So on the whole, really pleased. Something we spoke a lot about during the week was getting results away from home, because I think a lot of the performances have actually been relatively good. So yeah, to get that done today we're pleased.
Yeah, not an easy surface to play on. We know how we like to play as a team, lots of passing. That's not necessarily the most ideal service for that today. I thought the lads adapted quite well. Was that a tricky process?
Yeah, no, it's never easy to play on a surface like that, but something we spoke about a lot in the dressing room before, like no excuses. That's part of football at this level, especially dealing with stuff like that. We're really pleased the game went ahead, because I think it was touch and go for a little while. But you want to get out there and play. We were ready to play, and yeah, we're pleased.
Yeah, Scott said when you get all the way here, it was a sort of late check, wasn't it? It was never an official inspection, but the referee decided that he would go out and do a check, and as you say, it was a little bit touch and go. But when you've prepared as much as we know we do, it must be a nightmare if the game gets called off.
Yeah, I think so. I think to get that chucked in on a Tuesday night somewhere is, although the journey's not a million miles away, it's also not ideal. So we were here, we were prepared. You have to adapt a little bit on the day with the pitch, but that's fine. It's fine, part of football.
Yeah, the gaffer said that you were sitting down with some of the lads before the game today to talk about the away form and sort of how to conquer that. It must be pleasing that you've seen a return off of that. And what was the message that you were sort of giving them?
I think just a discussion, really. It's not like I'm not the dictator type at all. Like I want everyone's opinion. I want to understand how everybody feels, and just feel what was the difference, really. Because at home we're amazing, and away we're good, but we don't get the results. So what could change that? And the common feeling was just probably mentality, just going away from home and playing with a lot of courage still, which we done today, and we played our game very much. So we need to do that more.
Yeah, and how much confidence will that give the lads now that we've got one? We've got some big away games coming up, especially over the Christmas period. So it must be good to sort of get this one in and then push on to try and get some more.
Yeah, I think so. Football generally is a game of momentum. The guys that pick up 2 or 3 in a row, they start to creep up towards the top of the table. So we need to get back to that. We need to pick up results 2, 3, 4 in a row, and get ourselves where we feel we should be with the football that we play at times. But it's important to string them together and be consistent, which is what this group is being challenged with at the minute.
Yeah, and personally for yourself, how are you finding it out there? Obviously, come back from injury a little while ago now. You've put in some great performances and played a lot of minutes. How are you feeling?
Yeah, good. I'm enjoying being part of the team. I'm enjoying doing different roles. I work relatively closely with the manager, and I think I understand what he wants from the team. So I try to help coach that slightly on the pitch. But they're a great bunch of guys. Like always, so hungry to learn every single day. It's a really enjoyable environment to come to work to, which you don't always get throughout your football career. So I tell them all the time, like, make sure you really make the most of it and enjoy it, and we achieve something special together, because it doesn't last forever.
Thank you, Ben.
Cheers.